The U.S. military officials are exploring various options to target drug traffickers in Venezuela, with potential strikes within the country's borders, possibly starting in a matter of weeks. Now, NBC News, citing 4 sources familiar with the ongoing discussions, has reported that plans are being considered that focus mainly on drone strikes targeting members and leaders of drug trafficking groups, as well as drug labs. The sources have also mentioned that these strikes could potentially take place in Venezuela within the coming weeks. However, they have noted that President Trump has not yet given approval for any action to move forward. Now, any strike inside Venezuela will represent a sharper turn in the Trump administration's use of force against the purported drug targets, escalating tensions with the country's leadership. Now, according to Trump's post on Truth Social, the U.S. military recently targeted at least about 3 boats from Venezuela which were allegedly involved in transporting narco-traffickers and drugs. Now, Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro has repeatedly refuted any role in drug trafficking, insisting that the U.S. is engaged in efforts to destabilize his government. And according to the U.S. military, at least about 8 ships with more than 4,000 personnel have been deployed to the region, with F-35 fighter jets also being dispatched to Puerto Rico. Now, in parallel, the MV Ocean Trader, a covert forward operating base for U.S. special operations, has been observed in the Caribbean. The 633-foot MV Ocean Trader, rarely seen outside of the Mediterranean or West Asia, is a mobile base that can house nearly 160 military personnel and a crew of up to 50. It has provisions for 45 days at sea and is equipped to launch and to recover helicopters, drones and small boats. The ship also carries combatant craft assault boats for SEAL team operations and includes secure communication suites for handling top-secret intelligence. Now, both Russia and China, longtime allies of Venezuela, have responded sharply to the growing tensions in the Caribbean. The Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, following his meeting with Venezuela's Foreign Minister at the UNGA on Friday, condemned the use of force against sovereign states and reiterated Russia's full support for Venezuela. While China has warned that U.S. actions in the waters of Venezuela threaten the freedom of navigation, Beijing has also expressed its opposition to any efforts that disrupt peace and stability in Latin America and the Caribbean. The U.S. actions against Venezuela have also raised concerns amongst its allies in the region. Now, Cuba has condemned the recent strikes on the Venezuelan boats, calling them a threat to the entire continent and pledging support in the event of the conflict. Meanwhile, Nicaragua has accused the United States of attempting to steal Venezuela's oil reserves, citing the deployment of warships in the Caribbean. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.